What's up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. And if you're listening to this on either platform, please subscribe. I appreciate all of those of you who have and those of you who will. And if you're on YouTube while you're at it, go ahead and hit that like button. It's like walking into the room and hitting that light switch. We just want to go ahead and brighten up the place. And let's get into this podversation/reality chat. I actually heard about this commentary a little bit from one of the YouTube channels that I'm subscribed to, Empress Radio. She does a lot of commentary on the reality show Love and Marriage Huntsville. And this is going to be a reality chat / podversation. But I wanted to talk about this, guys, because previously I've done a few podversations / reality chats where I've been talking about the situation with colorism and the Real Housewives of Potomac, where we definitely have seen this displayed. And now, recently, Latisha Scott of Love and Marriage Huntsville, who is a beautiful darker melanated, I should say, woman, because all of the people on Love and Marriage Huntsville are melanated, but they're definitely different skin tones. I wanted to talk about this because I wanted to get your input. She recently did a repost from someone who has been on the show Ready to Love, which is a dating reality show that comes on the OWN TV network, and Love and Marriage Huntsville also comes on the OWN TV network. I don't watch Ready to Love at all. I never have. But as you know, melodyshari of Love and Marriage Huntsville has a literal cult fan base following. People literally are like, it's like a cult like mentality where you say anything negative about her, you come for her in any type of way where people feel like they feel like it's actually negatively impacting them, and they will come for you. I am not a melometer, but I am someone who definitely admires Melody's strength and perseverance, and I've discussed that on a number of occasions. I'm just not one of those people that calls myself a fan of anyone, or if someone comes up with a name for the group of people that admire them or whatever, to call myself that, because I'm somebody that just believes in worshiping higher powers, and we are all individual people. We all are born and we all die, and none of us are better than anyone else. Some of us in life may achieve higher accolades and achievements than others may have, and that's cool. No hate against anyone that does that, but it doesn't make anyone better than you or me. So I'm just saying all of that to say Latisha Scott and melodyshari, they've been compared a lot. There are a lot of people who really do not care for Latisha Scott, but somehow she felt compelled to repost a post from someone who has been on the show Ready to Love. And this person posted about colorism and reality TV dating. And she goes by the handle @Camille_Jahari. And she said colorism and reality TV dating as the title topic. She said the absence of acknowledging that a black man actually likes and equally pursued a dark-skinned woman is a stereotypical narrative that the media pushes. Ready to Love is considered a black dating show, but refused to highlight a dark-skinned woman actually finding love and capturing the attention of an attractive man. They couldn't show pictures of us enjoying each other as a couple. That's not the narrative they put out there initially. Camille also doesn't fit into America's standard of beauty, so why is he even interested in the first place? Instead, you have to show one-sided, manipulated conversations of her being toxic, possessive, mean, never once showing what triggered responses, and make it look like he's not interested and is forced to be with her. Not my idea of a love story at all. Colorism exists on reality TV. Colorism exists on dating shows that even have at Oprah backing them. It happens when producers tell a lighter woman to go over and try to kiss your guy and hold his hand because they assumed that's what he likes better. It happens when there is footage of a darker couple being soft and intentional with each other, but production chooses to cut out the mushy stuff and him expressing interest back. It happens when a light woman can call a dark woman a B and kick off her shoes to fight, and she is given a pass. Let's admit it, this is ingrained, and we have been conditioned to react to and view dark-skinned women differently. We can scream, yes, melanin queen, all we want, but some of y'all don't even like yourselves in real life, so save those fake screams of support. Some of y'all contribute to the issue with your nasty negative comments and jokes. I'll wrap up my TED Talk with one experience that blew my mind. One day after filming, I mentioned that everyone is pretty on our cast and should get equal camera time. A person responds back, America wants to see lighter women, so that's what they are going to highlight. Mind blown. This post may ruffle some feathers, but oftentimes that's what the truth does. So ruffle. Sojourner Truth. So anyway, again, I don't know anything about the Ready to Love show. I'm not saying that this person that wrote this post on social media didn't experience the things that she experienced, because she very well may have. But what I'm talking about is the fact that Latisha Scott of Love and Marriage Huntsville shared this post, and I don't think she shared it just to share it on the sake of, I support this woman and what she experienced on the show. I believe that Latisha Scott shared that post because she related to it and she wanted to equate it to her experience on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Here's what I will say. I don't know if people would perceive her differently if her skin tone was lighter or as the same shade or even lighter than melodyshari's skin tone. But we can admit that melodyshari, her skin tone is definitely much lighter than Latisha's, and for some people, not everyone, but for some people, they see melodyshari as more of the standard of beauty than Latisha Scott. I think both of them are beautiful in their own right. I won't even say in their own way, in their own right. They all are beautiful. They really are. I would never take that away from Latisha Scott. I may not care for some things that I've seen happen on the show, but I don't hate anyone on the show. I really can't stand Martell, but that's another story, and I'm not talking about him right now. But I want to know, guys, what do you think about this? Do you think that Latisha has a point in sharing this woman's post if she's trying to equate it to her experience on Love and Marriage Huntsville? I would say, in my opinion, just being beautifully honest, because that's what I do here, I'm just sharing my thoughts, feels, and opinions. And this is me not being a melometer, okay? I don't believe that Latisha can equate colorism to the way that she has been treated over Melody, because here's the thing. I believe that a lot of what Melody has experienced in terms of support for her has been a direct reflection of what she went through in her relationship and her former marriage to the scumbag Martell Holt. Or motel, hotel, Holiday Inn. Anyway, that is where a lot of her support has come from, because a lot of people related, especially women, mainly women, let's just be real, related to her experience because they may have experienced similar situations in their life. And so they know what it is to be with a narcissistic N-word who is just out for himself and wants to put the blame on everyone else, especially the person that they made a vow to and married and had several children with, to make them out to be the bad guy. And most people see that. Now, when it comes to Latisha and how she and Melody have related to each other on the show, I don't think Latisha can relate this and equate it and blame colorism for how she has acted, because let me tell you, I would say Destiny and Melody are close to the same skin tone. And people really despise Destiny. If you're going to choose Melody and Destiny, which one would you choose? Most people would choose Melody over Destiny 10 times over. And colorism has nothing to do with it. I believe that a lot of the people that don't care for Latisha, it has a lot to do with the relation that she has to her mother and how her mother has said a lot of just disparaging negative things. Even if some people feel like it wasn't downright disgraceful, it definitely was extremely petty for her mother to be on social media and doing live videos and saying a lot of the things that she has said, and Destiny taking up for her mom and really not wanting to put any blame on her mom, and wanting to blame, if she did blame her mother at all, she would also want to blame Melody and say, well, they both took part in things. They both go there. They both throw jabs. They both go under the belt. And that's what a lot of the, if you want to call it, despising that people has for Latisha from the show. It's because of the actions and the people that she is associated with that have done a number of the things that they have done. That has just caused really a lot of the people to rally behind Melody and support anything that she says, does, touches, tastes, feels, sees, whatever. And Latisha cannot blame her skin tone for that. That's just my personal opinion. I really hate that in the way that it looks now. I'm just saying, because I don't know if this was her intention, because she literally just reposted it. She didn't add anything that I can see. And I'm not going to go through all of these comments on Instagram to see exactly what she said, if she did say anything. But I just feel like she was sharing the post not to support this person, but to equate it to herself and to say that colorism has impacted her on this show, and that's why people really don't see it for her, and they're cheering and rooting for Melody over her. So I just don't think that it's the same. And I really believe that that is one of the reasons why people may not be comfortable with having the conversation about colorism, because when people who try to use that argument in a situation where it doesn't relate, it waters down the conversation. I'm just being real. Some of the comments for this post that she reposted, I would say, I'm just going to read it, okay? I'm just going to read some of the comments, because here's why I believe she posted it. Like I said, I didn't believe that she posted it to support this woman who shared this. I believe she shared it for her own experience and benefit, and saying that this is what she has experienced. But someone posted in support of Latisha and said, this is her story. She is the one on the show. You only saw what the producers wanted you to see. It doesn't matter what facial expression she made. She felt a way about her experience. Stop trying to silence her. It's her story. Colorism is real. As Miss Wanda would say, shake a bone and get the hell on. And Latisha responded, and she said, thank you. And someone posted about the Camille person that posted this and said, Latisha Scott, maybe you are just in your feelings. I don't see this at all. They have had dark-skinned women on the show. The fact that Camille was not very pleasant to watch, and her attitude towards the other ladies was her own insecurities, I do not agree with your comment, particularly about this show. And I believe all Black women are beautiful no matter the shade. I'm just saying. And someone else said, I think in some cases, if you have been insecure about your skin color or previously dealt with colorism, that it's easy for you to view every situation through those experiences. Yes, colorism exists in the world, but not in all situations. And I have to agree there, because here's the thing. Like I said, I believe that Latisha shared this not saying she didn't want to support this woman at all, but it wasn't really to support this woman. It was really another way of her saying that this has been her experience on Love and Marriage Huntsville without her saying it. All she had to do is repost someone else's post. And let's just be honest, with all that has happened on all of these several seasons and what has been showcased, Latisha, a lot of people, even when I used to watch the reviews of Love and Marriage Huntsville that Funky Dineva used to do about the show, he used to really call Latisha out. And a lot of it was because of the things that she has said and done. And he even confronted her about it at their own cigar lounge when he came to Huntsville, Alabama, when he was checking her about how she allows her mom to just say and do whatever and never checks her on these things. So a lot of the reactions that she gets from the so-called fans of the show is because of her behavior and what she has showcased, how her husband has showcased, how he treats her. I mean, a lot of people would, I believe, even support her more if she made some different decisions in how she reacted. Not saying anyone wants her to leave her marriage, and some people think that thinks that she should, but I'm not here to tell anyone when they should do that or how they should do that, because that is a commitment that people need to make the decision if they're ready to break out of. So I would never tell anyone that they should get out of their marriage, you know. But just some of the things that she has said and done and how she has operated, it comes off as if she has some jealousy towards Melody. It comes off as if she is insecure in terms of her standing versus melodyshari's standings. It comes off in that way. I'm not saying that she is, because I don't know her heart, but it does appear that way in a lot of the things that she has said and done. It comes off as if she's copying Melody in a number of different ways, from the logo that she created for her podcast, from a lot of the different outfits. A lot of people have just really showcased a lot of things where it was like, who wore it better or who did it first, and it boils down to Melody having some of the looks that she has emulated, you know, after the fact, and it just makes things look a little, you know, just a little weird. That's all I'm saying. I'm not here to follow any of these people and all of their different moves on social media. I'm subscribed to a few different channels on YouTube that do discuss these people regularly, and sometimes I catch their commentary just to see what's going on and catch up on things. I just don't have the time to follow these people like that or even do commentary on them all the time. But because this subject of colorism came up and she shared this post on her Instagram, I just wanted to have the discussion, and I would really love to know what you guys think. Do you believe that colorism plays a factor in how she is viewed on the show versus how Melody is viewed? And I'm just being beautifully honest, in my personal opinion, I don't believe that that is happening. I would say that all of those people in Real Housewives of Potomac that said that colorism isn't an issue on the show, I would say that you're an effing liar. But when it comes to this show, I really can't say the same, especially not just because everyone on the show is African American, but also because of a lot of the actions that have happened on the show. I'm just saying, I don't know, guys. Let me know your thoughts respectfully in the comment section. Thank you so much for those of you who have already subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do go ahead and do so. Thank you for hitting that like button if you're on YouTube. I am Beth, and I'm just being beautifully honest. And so until the next time, I just wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.